Do you ever feel stuck in the rat race? Life doesn't have to be that way if you're willing to put in the work. In Bigger Vision, Chris Garrison helps you discover the keys to abundance, freedom, and personal growth that let you live the life of your dreams. And now, here's your host, Chris Garrison.
Welcome, everybody. You've made it to the Bigger Vision podcast. And today we're going to talk about you guys being a beast. We're going to talk about y'all not giving up on your dreams. We're going to talk to you about being the 3%. Because that is the separation between the 97% and the 3%, is the fact that you fall so in love with your dreams and so in love with yourself that you can't stand to be mediocre, that you can't stand to just do the average. Quo. It is the fact that you know you were meant for more, and you decided to put the sacrifice in so that you would achieve what you were supposed to achieve in life. When you get at the end of your life, you will look in the mirror, you will see your perfected self, and it will look like your current image. It will look like you, a reflection in the mirror. That is what we want to achieve at the end when we stand before our Creator and they show us what we were meant to look like, that we resemble that perfection. And so many times we let life and the obstacles and the setbacks, the resistance, push us away from our dreams, and we decide to shorten and lessen our desires, our dreams. We decide to adjust our dreams so that they fit our circumstances. But that is the exact opposite of what you should be doing, because that is what the 97% of the population does. The 3% says, I was meant to be this. And they do whatever it takes to make sure that their belief system in themselves is strong. When I decided to change my life and become something great, I began to make sure that every influence in my life was positive. I began to look up in every avenue and media that I could to try to pump myself full of people that were encouraging me. YouTube was my biggest source of encouragement that I found, because there was individuals saying, you could do this, look what I've achieved. All you've got to do is start making the changes in your life. If you want change, you've got to change something now. If you want change, you have got to change something now. You're the only one that's going to fight as hard for your life as needs to be fought for. Nobody else is going to put in the work like you will put in the work for yourself. You got to turn this situation into a non-negotiable. Wake up in the morning and tell yourself that today is a good day and you were meant for purpose. Wake up in the morning and hop out of bed with a movement of purpose. Stop laying in bed wishing that the day was already past. You've got to change your way of thinking, because when you change your way of thinking, your actions will begin to change. When you change your actions, your future begins to change. The outlook, what people see you and how you move in the marketplace, how you move throughout your day, that begins to be seen differently because your attitude has changed. It all starts with the little wins first thing in the morning. So what are you doing first thing in the morning? When you wake up, what does your day, your morning look like? Are you having thoughts of excuses? Are you having thoughts of gratitude? Because if you're not having thoughts of gratitude, you're not setting yourself up for success in that day. What actions are you taking to make sure that you have a win first thing in the morning? If you set your alarm and you get up and you turn the alarm off and you get out of bed like you were supposed to, that's a win. If you get up and you do some type of physical activity, that's a win, because now your blood's flowing and your mind is starting to get refreshed. If you make those promises that you said you were going to do first thing in the morning, maybe it was eating good. Maybe it was putting a to-do list together. Maybe it was showing up on time to an appointment. Now that's a win when you execute those promises you made to yourself. And what we do is we want to stack up win after win after win after win. And when you stack up these wins, there's a confidence that's going to start becoming you. And when you have this confidence, you begin to move like a lion, like an alpha. You begin to move differently throughout your day, and people take notice of that, and people respect that, and people are drawn to that. Because as you begin to move with authority, people love to be around authority. They love to be around strength. And now opportunities will become more often in your life. See, it's a chain reaction. It's like a domino effect, but we've got to start somewhere, and it doesn't happen overnight. You've got to wake up in the morning and you've got to know that your purpose is stronger than the obstacles that you're going to hit in the day. When your body's sick, you got to remind yourself that you've got a purpose in life, that you've got a promise in life. When you get disappointed and someone tells you you can't do it, or what you planned was going to happen didn't work out the way you had planned it, you've got to remind yourself that you've got a purpose and that there is a reason that you are here. There is a dream that you've got to fulfill. People are watching you. You are dependent upon you. Your future self is dependent upon yourself today to take the actions that it's supposed to take so that it will be what it's supposed to be in the future. But so many times we let ourselves get knocked back by our circumstances in our environment instead of changing our environment and our circumstances. See, when we allow our environment to control our actions, we're defeated. That is failure. But you are greater than your environment and you are greater than your circumstances. So how do you get out of that? You begin to change your environment. If you're having trouble waking up in the morning and getting out of bed when the alarm clock goes off, you set that alarm clock across the room to where it's so freaking annoying that you have to get out of bed to turn it off. If you're having trouble executing the responsibilities of your day, then you're going to remind yourself that you don't get paid unless you perform. And you don't grow unless you perform and get paid. And you don't achieve that dream that you had later in your future where you dream that you were going to have an abundance of finances, an abundance of opportunity. We have to remind ourselves what we're sacrificing in the moments of today. When we don't achieve or do what we're supposed to be doing, you're sacrificing your future self, and your future self is not worth sacrificing. I'd rather live a life of failure than a life of regret, because once you've gotten to the point of regret, that time's already passed. And when you've wasted time, there's no way of getting that back. See, I peddled myself in life in my 20s and didn't ever execute towards what I knew I was supposed to be doing and what my future self was. So now at this point, I am sprinting in my 30s to try to make up for time that was lost in the 20s. Because I know that there is a great future for myself. I know that I had to change things that were in my life so that I could get changes in my life. Listen to that. If you want change, what are you going to change? Something has to change for you to see change. But so many of us want to sit here and just keep doing the same old shit that we've been doing and expect different results. It will never happen. Who are you taking care of? You've got to take care of yourself first. Once you get your house in order, now you can start to take care of others. But we try to pay attention to everyone else except ourselves, and we sit over here in shambles. Stop allowing an excuse to detour you from your purpose. Excuses are the biggest thing. They're the biggest lie in your life. Excuses are the biggest lie in your life. When you start taking full responsibility for everything that's in your life, you will find true freedom. And when you find true freedom, you will begin to be happy. You will begin to be resourceful. You will begin to experience life in a different way, because no longer does anybody else have control over your life. But as soon as you give an excuse, you gave them control. Stop giving control away to someone that doesn't deserve it, because you are the only one that deserves control over your life. You are the only one that's going to receive the consequences of your actions. So start taking control and start moving with a determination and a purpose. Make your future a non-negotiable. You should be non-negotiable about your health. You should be non-negotiable about your finances, about your relationships. If there's an unhealthy relationship, get them out. I don't care what it is. Even if you're married to them, you need to have a real conversation to say, this shit's got to change or you're out. I'm moving on because my life has got purpose, and that purpose has a massive impact on someone else's life. Stop thinking that your actions are only affecting you. Your actions are affecting many people around you. Many. The things you don't do, that if you would have made the right choices, and then how those right choices would have been seen and would have affected someone else to make more right choices, and the domino effect that would move through the generations of people making right choices and those being seen by someone else growing up and walking the right choice path. See, we forget that other people are watching us. We forget that other people need us to make the choices, the brave choices that puts us in the path of success. There's enough people to look at that have made excuses in their life. That there's only 3% to look at that have stopped making excuses and started accepting full responsibility and began to move in life in a manner that they knew they were purpose driven. And you are purpose driven. You have a purpose. You have a reason for living. You have a reason for being here on this planet. You have a reason and an impact. Someone is waiting for you to do something so that they can move into their destiny. We learn so much by the environment that is around us. It teaches us. So what does your environment look like? Are you building an environment of success? Are you building an environment of positive influence? Are you building an environment of passion and desire? Are you allowing negativity to sit in your space? Are you allowing bad relationships that are corrupting you and holding you back? Are you allowing bad health choices that doesn't give you the energy to push for your life and purpose? See, this is important shit, guys. People, yourself is depending, your future self is depending on you, and people are depending on you because you don't know what encouragement you're going to be to someone that's looking on and watching your efforts and steps. Someone might just need that one person to say, I saw where they came from and now where they're at. And it's simply because they made a choice to make the action that was going to put them in their dreams. Get rid of the negativity. Get rid of the excuses. Get rid of all things that are stopping you from moving in the direction that's going to allow you to reach your dreams. So what are your dreams? What do you want in life? Stop letting it be some cheap dollar store purchase that you're just willing to throw in the trash. Your dreams are worth way more than that. Your dreams are worth a lifetime of effort. Your dreams are worth the sacrifices that you're going to have to make. That's why so many people don't ever hit their dreams because they feel like the sacrifice is too pricey. But for you to be the person that you're supposed to be in the future, it's worth everything. You go to the gym, it's going to be sore. You're going to be sore the next day. You're going to lose your breath. You might even get to the point to where you want to vomit because your body is resisting what it's trying to become. It's saying, this hurts. Turn back, go home, lay down. Your body is resisting what's going on. But once your body gets used to it, it begins to grow. As you push it and you press on it, it begins to grow. Your life wants you to grow. Your future self wants you to grow. So what are those dreams that you've given up? Was it the fact that you were going to be the first person in your family to go to college? Was it the fact that you were going to be able to afford a house, afford a car, pay for your kids' college? Was it the fact that you were going to be the first entrepreneur in your family? Or are you going to grow a business that was going to allow opportunities for others to come in? That would be an excellent career change. What is the opportunity? What is the dream that you have given up on? Stop giving up on it. Pick it back up. There's a reason that you had that dream. There's a reason that you felt the purpose to do that. I'm here to tell you it's worth the sacrifice. I've seen it happen in my own life where I didn't even have the desire to live anymore because every day was heavy. But as soon as I changed the actions that I took on a daily basis, I woke up in the morning, I said my affirmations, I said who I was like I was already that person. I said who I wanted to surround me like I already had that group of people around me. And then I began to put some activity. I would go and do some push-ups and some air squats in my house. And then I got a gym membership to get my blood flowing so that when I walked out of the gym, I felt accomplished and it helped me move throughout the day. I did the hard things that would push me towards my dreams throughout the day. I soaked in as much positive influence as I could through YouTube and podcast and Audible books. Whatever was allowing me to expand my knowledge and expand my motivation, I was absorbing. And I look back and where I'm at 7 years from age 30 to 37, and my life has dramatically changed. I've got plenty of money coming in. I've got a successful business. I've got another business under contract as a second business to be purchased. I've got real estate. I've got a network that is large and people admire me and people look up to me. I've got people that appreciate me. I've got friends all over the nation. I've got a large network of individuals that respect what I do because they see my effort and my hustle and the fact that I stand behind what I say I'm going to do. And in my 20s, I was broke. In my 20s, I didn't even have enough money for groceries. In my 20s, I didn't work a 40-hour work week. In my 20s, I had a failing marriage. I wasn't a great father because I was so absent-minded when I was around my kids, because I was thinking about how I could get out of this depressive state and being so broke, how I could make money while sitting on the couch. I mean, it was a constant thing, and I was deceiving myself. But finally, I got so sick and tired of that lifestyle, I began to make changes, and I began to go after dreams that were bigger than me. I began to actually make the changes so that I could see some changes in my life. I want you guys to go after your dreams. I want you folks to stop making excuses and giving power to others over your life. I want you to design your environment so that it is conducive, so that it is electrifying for your dreams and for you to move forward in a powerful manner. Walk in life like an alpha, like you are yoked and full of strength in your purpose and determination. I don't care how much it takes in the beginning. It's going to be painful. But once you start it, you can't stop. And you just press through and you push. You need to act like it is life or death, because it is your future. It depends on you. It depends on you, and you are capable of doing it. You've got every skill and everything that you need in you right now. You just need to exercise it, and you need to add on top of it. You were given every gift that you were needed to achieve your dreams. You know how to absorb and to learn. You know how to move forward. You've just got to make those choices to do so. Stop sitting and wondering when your breakthrough is going to happen. Your breakthrough's already happened. You're alive. You woke up this morning. You've been given the strength to move through the day. So make those choices. Put that action in place that's going to put you on the path towards the dreams and the purpose that your life has. I want you guys to go live in success today. Look up Bigger Vision Facebook group if you want some more material where we talk about growing your wealth through your mind, through your business, and through investing. And then if you want business techniques, then I want you to check out Blue Collar Millionaire on Facebook. It's another Facebook group that I've joined up with Kevin Marin. And we talk about business acquisitions, how to build a business that's sellable, how to evaluate a business, how to start a business, how to scale and grow a business. It's all about business over there. Until next time, let's grow together.
This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.